Hi everyone, it's Chill, and welcome back to another episode of Learn English Quickly. Today, I'm excited to take you on a culinary journey through Canada. While Canada is often celebrated for its natural beauty and multicultural cities, its food scene is just as diverse and intriguing. From coast to coast, Canadian cuisine offers a unique blend of flavors, drawing from Indigenous traditions, French and British influences, and the contributions of countless immigrant communities. Let's start with one of the most iconic Canadian dishes, poutine. Originating from Quebec, poutine is a deliciously indulgent dish made of crispy fries topped with cheese curds and smothered in rich gravy. It might sound simple, but when done right, it's pure comfort food. Over the years, poutine has evolved, and you can now find variations with everything from pulled pork to foie gras. It's the perfect example of how a humble dish can become a national favorite. Next up is maple syrup, a product that's practically synonymous with Canada. Canada produces over 70% of the world's maple syrup, and it's a staple in Canadian households. Whether drizzled over pancakes, waffles, or used as a sweetener in recipes, maple syrup is more than just a topping, it's a part of Canadian identity. If you ever visit during the spring, make sure to check out a sugar shack where you can see how maple syrup is made and even try taffy on snow, a sweet treat made by pouring hot syrup onto fresh snow. Another must-try is butter tarts. These little pastries have a flaky crust filled with a rich, gooey mixture of butter, sugar, and eggs. Some people like to add raisins or nuts, but the classic version is just sweet, buttery perfection. Butter tarts are a true Canadian treat, often found at local bakeries, and they're the perfect snack with a cup of coffee or tea. Let's not forget about Nanaimo bars, named after the city of Nanaimo in British Columbia. These no-bake dessert bars have 3 layers, a crumbly base made of graham crackers, a creamy custard filling, and a chocolate ganache on top. They're sweet, rich, and utterly addictive. The exact origins of Nanaimo bars are a bit of a mystery, but one thing's for sure, they're a beloved part of Canadian dessert culture. For something a bit heartier, there's tourtière, a traditional French-Canadian meat pie typically made with minced pork, beef, or veal, and seasoned with spices like cinnamon and cloves. It's a dish often enjoyed during the holiday season, especially around Christmas and New Year's, but you can find it year-round in Quebec. The blend of savory meat and aromatic spices wrapped in a flaky pastry makes tourtière a comforting and satisfying meal. And we can't talk about Canadian food without mentioning Canadian bacon, also known as pea-meal bacon. Unlike the crispy strips of bacon common in the US, Canadian bacon is more like a lean, round slice of ham, often rolled in cornmeal. It's usually grilled or fried and served as part of a traditional breakfast, alongside eggs and toast. For seafood lovers, the coasts offer some incredible options. On the East Coast, particularly in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia, you'll find fresh Atlantic lobster, often served with melted butter, or as part of a lobster roll, succulent lobster meat stuffed into a buttery bun. Over on the West Coast, British Columbia is famous for its wild salmon, best enjoyed grilled or smoked. Indigenous communities have been fishing salmon for thousands of years, and it remains a vital part of the local diet and culture. Lastly, I want to mention bannock, a simple bread with roots in Indigenous cuisine. Bannock can be baked, fried, or cooked over an open fire, and it's incredibly versatile. It can be served with savory dishes like stews, or enjoyed with a drizzle of maple syrup. Bannock is a great example of how Indigenous traditions continue to influence Canadian cuisine today. Canada's food scene is a reflection of its people, diverse, welcoming, and full of surprises. So next time you're in Canada, be sure to try some of these delicious dishes. Whether you're enjoying a classic poutine, a sweet butter tart, or fresh seafood, you're getting a taste of what makes Canadian cuisine so special. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Learn English Quickly.